My belief is that a digital mindset is the first step and probably the core underlying foundation on which such a journey of digitalization should start. In an interesting way, I think the COVID situation has forced that mindset, and I think we all know this, and it's brought a lot of areas of improvement to light in terms of being able to do this digitally. Despite being an organization that's fairly familiar with working digitally, we have our own fair share of changes as well during the COVID period. As I think about the employee life cycle, probably one of the first few things we had to change was how do we continue hiring and onboarding people during the COVID period, where social distancing became a rule. Even if it wasn't a rule, where candidates could be fearful, coming into the office. How do we get our laptops across? How do we share what our culture is, who your colleagues are, right? What a beautiful office we have, and many have not even come to this office for some period of time. So one example, we very quickly responded by digitalizing our onboarding process. We have some global learning and development platforms that have the capability of delivering text, audio, video, and I think even before the pandemic really hit, we were already on a journey of trying to make consistent that employee experience across the region.
Human capital digitalization also allows for streamlining and productivity. It brings convenience and information at the fingertips of our people. It is with this in mind that we introduce our One People system, and it contains employee and manager self-help features that provides information and facilitates transactions on the go.
One of the things that we have done is to actually build in technology into the business in order to achieve a higher level of job redesign. We at Creative Eateries feel that without the technology, job redesign is only a limited effort. And so it is, in fact, the technology that functions as a tool for us to actually rejig the job scope and upskill the workers.
Given the tremendous impact of COVID-19 on SETs, it became essential to really evaluate the company's business operations to look for ways to make the company more resilient. As such, it was imperative for SETs to redeploy its people in the aviation services and support the growing parts of the business through workforce transformation. Since the start of the pandemic, SETs undertook the most extensive redeployment and reskilling of people in its history during the pandemic. We accelerated our transformation in the face of challenges. And as a business, we managed to pivot to medical supplies, e-commerce, and food retail. Our people responded and had to be reskilled to better face the challenges of this pandemic. My team has been working closely with the businesses to identify the strategic capabilities we need. And from there, we will deliberate over a set of build, borrow, or buy decisions to decide on the best approach. At times, there may be resistance due to different reasons, but this is quite natural as people tend to be resistant to change. My team manages this by working through different groups, such as our unions who help to galvanize the ground.
Interestingly, I think for the last 2 years, the COVID situation has placed everyone at home from a working standpoint. I think that we have undergone the challenges of finding out how do we work remotely, how do we work digitally, how do we keep ourselves safe, how do we express ourselves virtually and online in a way that keeps us all connected and keeps us all building social tissue. Those, I would say, would be our core challenges. And every one of us as workers will question, what is it that I want to do with my life? What brings me meaning? Is this a company that I am proud working for.
We think it's important to have engaged staff because at the end of the day, people are today more than ever before needing work to be something that resonates and is meaningful to them. They're constantly looking for satisfaction, deep satisfaction, purpose, a sense of meaning that comes from work. And to the extent that you can offer, and we can offer that proposition that resonates to them in terms of the purpose, resonates and has congruence to their life, we feel that what ends up being is that you have a team that is engaged, a team that is actually highly motivated, a team that will provide actually exceptional performance versus clients' needs and expectations.
Well, I recommend that the playbook be shared amongst a HR team or with the management of the company. Because at the end of the day, whatever initiatives from the playbooks are implemented, it would require a strong encouragement right from the very top.
Users of the playbook will be able to think and seek out answers that will help them to manage manpower situations as well as business results.
There are a lot of templates that are available.
So I think the scope of the playbook itself would give any business owner or HR practitioner at least some food for thought on areas that they had previously not thought about, not covered in their businesses, and provide a bit of a roadmap in terms of creating a very comprehensive HR strategy.